How do you build business credit like a boss? Well, if you want to know the fastest, easiest way to be able to build business credit, get really high limit credit cards for your business without a personal guarantee, without a personal credit check, that's exactly what I'm about to decode in this training. I'm going to map out the reasons you really want to have business credit, the benefits that most entrepreneurs know nothing about. We're going to talk about an overview of the exact steps you need to know to build business credit. I'm going to sprinkle in my best tips and tactics that will take years off of this process and help you condense 2 or 3 years of business credit building to only months. And if you stick around to the end of this training, I'm going to get you access to our special step-by-step guide that maps out everything you need to know to succeed in quickly building your business credit. We got a lot to cover, so let's dive in. So why would you even want to build business credit for your business? Well, there's a lot of benefits that business credit provides that most entrepreneurs know nothing about. First of all, business credit can be obtained without a personal credit check. This means no matter how good or how bad your personal credit may be, you're still able to get approved. Look, even if you have good personal credit, you still should care about inquiries on your credit report, because the more inquiries you put on your personal credit report, the harder it is to get a lot of types of business financing. So as business owners, we need to minimize the amount of inquiries that we have on our personal credit reports. Business credit lets us do that. Business credit lets us get all kinds of high limit revolving credit for our business without any inquiries because there's no personal credit check required. And the limits you get on these accounts are 10 to 100 times higher than what you'll find with consumer credit per SBA. Now that sounds weird, but it actually shouldn't be surprising at all, because your business has a greater appetite for spending than you ever will as an individual. You may never need to spend $20,000 at Dell for your home office, but you very well could need to spend 20 grand at Dell if you're actually providing the computers for an actual physical office. So this is why the limits on these accounts are so high. And another huge benefit of business credit is that it's easy and fast to get. You see, the consumer FICO score takes into account 5 different things, including how long you've had credit history, to determine your score. This is why it takes years and years of very well-disciplined borrowing to ever have 800 type credit scores. But in the business world, your primary credit scores are based on, well, only one thing: how you pay your bills. So all we need to do is get accounts that report to the reporting agencies, and I'm about to show you how to do that, pay those accounts on time or early, and that will give us a good score. With accounts reported, we have an actual credit profile established with good scores because we paid the bills on time. That opens a door for us getting a flood of all types of revolving credit with high limits and low rates. Plus, business credit gives you a huge competitive advantage. Look, most businesses fail because they have cash flow issues. They get into problems, they need access to money, and they don't have it. But by having lots of revolving business credit, this gives you the money you need to navigate difficult times, and also to be able to fuel the business, grow and scale the business, and to account for unexpected things like changes in the economy. So business credit gives you the security that you need to be able to grow your business. Not to mention that this is how every one of the largest publicly and privately owned companies in this country actually got to be as big as they are. For example, Walmart, 80% of what Walmart puts on their shelves, they buy with credit. They use business credit to buy the products, they put them on the shelves, you pay Walmart the money, they take your money, and they pay off the credit. It's the reason they're the #1 retailer in the world, and whether it's Apple, whether it's Best Buy, whether it's any of the largest privately and publicly owned companies, they're all using the same kind of strategy to grow, the same kind of strategy you can as well. So how do you duplicate these results? Now you know some of what business credit can do for you. How do you actually mimic the results and get the kind of success that these big companies have, where you can access large amounts of revolving credit? Well, let's dive in and decode that right now. So for the most part, the overview process of building business credit is fairly simple. We're going to improve our fundability. We're going to set our business up where it looks fundable to lenders and credit issuers. We're going to understand their secret formula and set up a real business address, a real phone number, a website, an email address, an entity, an EIN number. We're going to structure our business where it gives us a lot of credibility. The second thing we're going to do is we're going to start building initial business credit. Now we can do this by getting starter vendors like Uline and Granger, which is the most common way of building business credit. Or if you have good personal credit or a guarantor that does, you can use a program called Credit Line Hybrid to shortcut the process by getting approved for tens of thousands of dollars of high limit credit lines that will report to the business credit reporting agencies, helping you build business credit even faster. It doesn't matter if you use starter vendors or Credit Line Hybrid, that either one will give you initial accounts that report to the reporting agencies. This helps you build an initial credit profile and an initial credit score. Once that's established, now we start moving on to retail hotel revolving credit, we get fleet credit, fuel cards for our business, we can even get auto financing, and we can even get Visa card, MasterCard, bank credit, all without a personal guarantee and all without a personal credit check. So business credit basically unlocks access to hundreds, if not thousands, of lines of credit that you can get for your business. Now, a lot of these lines of credit come from vendors, and vendors are basically credit issuers that will extend you credit to buy their products and services in their locations. So a vendor could be a Staples, an Office Depot, a Home Depot, Lowe's, Best Buy, Apple. A lot of these vendors will extend you credit to buy the products and services they sell, and of course, very beneficial depending on the industry that you're in. Now, there's other types of revolving credit that come from like fuel sources. We call this fleet credit. This is to get fuel in your vehicles, repair, maintain vehicles. Really important if you're in the transportation industry. And we have non-vendors that are like bank credit, Visa card, MasterCard kind of credit, where you can get credit cards and use it anywhere. We even talk about the hundreds of credit lines, if not thousands, that are available, include auto financing. Places like Toyota, GM, Ford will also be able to finance vehicles for you without a personal guarantee and without a personal credit check. So a lot of options available for you as you build business credit, even advanced vendors, places like John Deere, Navy Federal Credit Union, that will approve you for credit even when you have no personal credit check, just based on your business credit quality, but they don't report this credit to the reporting agencies. Now, a lot of the gurus in the business credit building space won't talk about these vendors because they don't help you build business credit, but let's be honest, whether it be Apple, Best Buy, John Deere, Navy Federal Credit Union, Wells Fargo, all these sources, even though they don't give you credit that reports, still provide a lot of value by extending credit that you can use to grow and scale your business. So maybe you think you don't even need to use credit. You have the money in your bank account to be able to pay for the things that you're buying. Well, even if that's the case, you still should be using business credit cards that report to the reporting agencies to buy anything and everything you can for your business. The reason for that is because with this kind of credit, you can still pay it off before any interest accrues. So there's no interest that you'll pay, there's no fees that you'll pay by having this kind of strategy that you're implementing, but you're giving a history to other lenders and credit issuers that you're using credit to grow your business. So if you use cash and a debit card to buy things, no lenders or credit issuers see that you're doing that. You're not getting credit and earning credit with lenders and credit issuers for actually using money to grow your business. But if you use a credit card to be able to fuel those things, then it reports on your business credit reports. And when you go to get loans and credit lines and high limit auto financing credit cards in the future, then what happens is lenders and credit issuers see you have all this credit, they see you're using it, they want to approve you for more, and you get higher limits and better terms. So you really want to use business credit cards to be able to pay for everything you can, and you can even pay them off before interest accrues. This helps you build a credit portfolio and helps you build a credit history that lenders and credit issuers will see and want to give you access to even more credit and financing. Building business credit, having access to credit lines and revolving credit also just gives you a lot of flexibility because you can choose whether or not you're buying things by taking money out of your bank account and depleting your cash flow, or you can actually use revolving credit to buy those things. So an example is, well, when the economy changes. Let's say we get into a recession, consumer confidence lowers, people stop buying, they pull back, everything slows down. Well, in this scenario, it makes sense to shift a lot of your spending to credit where you still have the cash on hand, you're not depleting your cash flow, and if things pick up and you're still busy, even growing during a recession, well, then you can easily pay off that credit. So it gives you choices, it gives you more flexibility. You can also use business credit to basically control your spending, to help you basically better control your expenses. So there are services, for example, like Brex, that actually is a service you can use for cash flow management, but it also reports the payments that you're making to Dun & Bradstreet, helping you build business credit. So it's easier for you and your employees to manage expenses, and at exactly the same time, you're able to come in and build business credit. So there you have it. That's exactly how you can use business credit like a boss. Now you know what business credit can do for you. You know the steps overview of how to build business credit. And you've even learned a little bit of insight about how business credit can help you run a better business, even grow and scale faster. Now the question is how do you get into the step-by-step process of building business credit? Well, it's easy. All you have to do is click the link in our bio. When you do so, you can access our step-by-step business credit building guide that now has over 1 million downloads. So needless to say it's pretty popular. And it gives you everything you need to improve your fundability, get starter vendors, all the way through to getting Visa card, MasterCard, cash credit, and auto financing without a personal guarantee and credit check. And if you want to talk to us more and get the shortcut to the process, then all you have to do is give us a call at 877-600-2487. When you give us a call, we'll do a free finance assessment. We'll even help you get your business credit reports for free with Dun & Bradstreet, Equifax, Experian. We'll review those with you. We'll give you tips and tactics to improve your business credit. We'll even do a fundability check to make sure your fundability is set up the right way for lenders and credit issuers, and tell you all the financing you can get right now. So you can give us a call for that consultation or schedule online at creditsuite.com/consult. Did you get value from this training? If so, make sure you like and subscribe and keep your eye out for our next training. We're talking about more cool ways to get the money you need to start and grow your business.